Hello and welcome to Cooking the Books with Heather. Today we're going to very quickly put together a recipe from Vivian Howard's first cookbook, Deep Run Roots, and we're going to be using the squash and onions that we made in probably our last video, and I will link that up here. Um, this was a very cooked down version of squash and onions, and so I saved some of those. They are almost a dip. But we're going to be making squash and onion smother, which is what she calls it, which is kind of dip slash spread like. Um, I'm just going to use this attachment for my blender. She says to use a high powered blender. I just didn't want to, this is not a whole lot of stuff, and I didn't want to get my big blender dirty. This goes in the dishwasher much easier. So, um, we're just chucking it all in, but I'm going to try to follow the ingredient list so I don't forget anything. This is another recipe from Deep Run Roots that we've done, which is garlic confit. I'll try to find it wherever we made it. It may have been part of another recipe, and I'll link that above here. And so I'm just going to take some of these. Um, that's good. These are basically roasted garlic cloves in olive oil. The olive oil does kind of solidify in the refrigerator, which is where you should keep it unless you're going to use it immediately. So I just kind of warmed it up just a tiny bit, um, so we wouldn't have to dig out the cloves. I'm going to do that last. Oh, I forgot one ingredient, but I just used it, so it was very close to the front. We need a little bit of cumin. I've got my measuring spoons here, but I need to buy some more unless my grocery fairy actually did buy some more, but this is enough for this recipe. There we go. It's on my list, but I don't know if you got it. Okay, we have some Greek yogurt. I'm using a full fat Greek yogurt because that's what I have in the house right now, and that's what I like, and that fits my eating style. Use what you like, use what you prefer. What you have in the house is fine. I'm going to put in my lemon juice first. This is not fresh lemon juice. This is from a bottle because I have a ton of it that I'm trying to use up. And then I'm going to use this to measure my olive oil. So she says to use basically a finishing olive oil, which I don't really have available, an unflavored finishing oil. Use the best stuff you have. I'm sure it will be fine. If you really want to amp up the garlic flavor, you can use the oil from your garlic confit, but I'm not going to do that. Let's see. We're going to put some salt. Got to find the right one. And just a little bit of pepper. And the last thing that I need to measure is this tahini, which has been in the refrigerator and kind of separated, but I've left it out and I've been trying to shake it up. So hopefully it won't be just oil at the top. Fingers crossed. Not too bad. This was a pretty runny tahini in the first place, so which may have made it easier to mix up. So there we go. And that is all of the ingredients. I'm going to clean that before I close it. So I'm just going to put it over here. That's all of the ingredients. And all we have to do is blend it until it's smooth. So This goes on here. I may have to use my spatula and scrape it down a little bit. We'll see. I'm just going to let it go. You won't see this part because it's going to be real loud. Yeah, I'm going to have to mix it up a little bit and try to get it a little. Because the bottom part was good, but the top part, not so much. I think I'm going to call this good. Let's take a look at it just to be sure. I think it's pretty smooth. Definitely the stuff down here is smoother. I'm not seeing any big chunks or anything. We're going to call this good. So you can see, pretty smooth. I am going to put this into a bowl, get all of my sort of dips and things to put it on, and we're going to give it a try. I think I'm going to try it on camera, maybe. I know you guys like that. So I'm going to get cleaned up, take a few pictures, and then we'll give it a try. I haven't tried this. We're going to try this on camera. On this episode of Cooking the Books with Heather, you watched me make squash and onion smother. And like I said, haven't tried it yet, so we're going to try it with you guys. I have put together just sort of a little dipping plate. She says that it really loves to be coupled with the assorted squash pickle salad, which I haven't made yet, but I do anticipate making that very soon because I have been successful for the very first time in growing summer squash. So I have quite a bit of it available to me. So we're going to hit this whole chapter, I suspect, this summer, as long as I can keep the squash bugs at bay. But I do have some quick pickles that I made just randomly one day with some pickled red onion, and I think these were English cucumbers. I have some non-pickled cucumbers. I have some carrot sticks. I have some tortilla chips. We're having kind of a snacky lunch thing today. I have some bread. We're gonna cut it up, have some cheese. It'll be good. And she says you can treat this like you would a bean dip or have it with okra oven fries as a dip. That's like veggies on veggies. This is really good. It's really good for you. So as long as it tastes good, we're golden. And I have to say, I have had a little bit since, you know, trying to get it in here. Some things have gotten on my fingers and I have tasted it and it is good. But let's see how it tastes with some of these dippers. I'm going to try it on a chip first. I'm going to get a small one. Good enough. She also says to spread it on romaine and make it the beginning of a lettuce wrap. In the pictures, she has, looks like those squash pickles and some radishes and stuff on it, but I don't have all that. I like it. It has some sweetness from all the onions that are in it. It has a little bit of tang from the lemon juice. I don't really taste the tahini, but I'm sure the sourness from it helps to balance the sourness from the Greek yogurt and the lemon juice, give it a little more creaminess. I really like it. I'm going to try it with the pickles since she suggests it likes pickles. Again, the tanginess, pickle, really good. We'll see what the kids think. I'm not going to record any more about this and let you know what they think, but we will see. And I will include that in the description box below. And if you've enjoyed watching me make this, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and come back and watch me make something else next week.